Hello everyone, welcome to my The Way Home official channel. I hope everyone is having a great day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Time traveling is a popular genre that has gained popularity among the general public. The idea of traveling back in time is closely related to the psychology of the human psyche. It is unavoidable to consider going back in time to make amends for past transgressions, or perhaps to sample a particular cookie from a now-closed business. These television programs and motion pictures present an unrealistic picture of life and the possible outcomes if time travel were ever possible. In any case, the genre has produced many 5-star films that we have enjoyed, such as The Time Traveler's Wife, Dark, 18 Again, and many more. It also boasts some fantastic storylines. Another recent addition to this genre is a television series, The Way Home, which has a unique plot created for US and Canadian TV networks. Here, I'll go over a brief overview of Episode 8 and whether or not it was good enough for the show's Season 1 conclusion, which only has 2 episodes left. Warning, this contains spoilers. Concerning the Way Home series, a fictional story that centers on 3 women from various generations and the life-altering choices that have caused them to drift apart is the basis for the Hallmark Originals television series, The Way Home series. The program explores the lives of Alice, Catherine, and Delilah and how they are interwoven, with one incident offering them all the opportunity to make amends and come to terms. When Alice falls into the family's pond on accident and awakens to find herself back in the 1990s, she unintentionally makes the teenage version of her mother, Kat, her best friend. She learned about her mother's and her family's way of life before to the events that tore the family apart, forcing Kat to flee, get married, and give birth to her. After that, she starts to wonder if she could avert the disaster and prevent her mother Catherine and grandmother Delilah from going through 20 years of agony. The only person Alice feels comfortable sharing her time-traveling secret with is Elliot, her future college professor, who appears to be uninterested in the younger Catherine. Thus, the story follows Alice's quest to discover if she can alter her family's sad history in order to create a different future that could alter everyone's lives, including her own. A brief recap of Episode 8 of The Way Home. When Kat is sent back to the 2000s, she witnesses her parents fighting, which has a lasting impression on her and makes her yearn for a family get-together and a chance to reconnect with her parents for the future. She shares with Elliot what she has discovered about her parents' hardships, which causes her to reflect more on the idea that she depends on them for happiness. However, Alice goes to travel back in time to meet the younger Kat since she feels a little let down by Nick's lack of recognition when she and Kat go to Del and Brian for some drinks and poker. Here, Kat expresses her concerns about Alice because they haven't spoken in a while, which gives them both an opportunity to discuss Nick. Alice believes that her only option is to reject Nick since, once more, her love for him is a result of her repeated trips back in time. She cannot endure the heartache of losing someone if they ever do get together. Alice is devastated to learn that Nick is engaged when it is later revealed. In one of the scenarios, Colton is shown sobbing while attempting to determine where Jacob's body vanished, and Morgan is refusing to assist him with any additional research. Returning to Delilah and Brian, they enjoy a tender moment as Del chops wood, and he tries to assist her but is splintered in the process. She assists him in getting rid of it, and when she turns him down, the brief tension of their kissing is released. Later, when we witness Del approaching Colton on the boat, it gives Kat, who appears to be spying, hope that her family will reconcile. Del and Colton's relationship is unavoidably ended now that she is aware of the lady in his life, and nothing can save their union. Conversely, an optimistic Kat appears to wish to give Elliot the message. And since he is aware that he has no place in Del's life, Brian appears to be packing away his possessions. As Del watches from the doorway, Brian and Colton drive off in their cars and trucks, respectively, as the program comes to regarding Episode 8. In Episode 8, Kat considers her desires, which as a teenage girl included having her family live together and be content. I think it's fantastic that she's trying to work a little harder to make it work and use her time travel abilities. Maybe Kat has heeded Elliot's cautions about the dangers of tampering with history. It's likely that she needs answers, and the only way to get them is to play detective. Talking to the people she loved in the past could help her find answers and inadvertently affect the outcome. That is all that counts to her, but in this episode, it seems like a kick in the nuts that there are some things that just can't be changed, no matter how much you try. Del's mental state over her spouse staying at a hotel and the death of a kid is unlikely to improve. Relationships can be severely impacted by loss, particularly when it involves a kid or a significant other. Kat's family is a prime example of this. Her concealment helps her grasp what's going on, but she is unable to alter someone's beliefs or behavior. Alice's experience is remarkably similar to this scene. When she learned of Nick's engagement, going back in time and falling in love with him turned out to be anything but a tragedy for her. That's not the end of it. An excellent clue to it was the fact that the older Nick knows her as someone he knew in the past. And then there are Kat and Elliot, with their never-ending relationship milestones. Elliot's intense romantic feelings for Kat are heartbreaking, given that he never asked for her attention, and that Kat's only concern is finding a solution to her family's problems, a difficult undertaking. Kat's understanding of love changes as she gains more knowledge about her parents. She can't decide whether to accept that love is a lie or to cherish each moment. As Kat watches her parents' marriage fail in front of her, her patience wears thin. You could feel her frustration when she was a little tipsy and wanted that kiss from Elliot immediately before things got awkward. She should have known why she felt that way. Your entire perspective on things, including emotions and attraction, is distorted and placed in a challenge box that you have to compete in every day when you come from an unstable household. The episode provided us with a glimpse into the several parallel love pairs that are depicted in the show and their variations, beginning with feelings of uncertainty, betrayal, silence, and intense emotional ups and downs. It's a smart move because it allowed viewers to view it from each character's point of view with greater flexibility. I adore this episode because it shows the ups and downs of relationships and love, and the actors do a great job of articulating and embodying the characters. I may suppose that nothing of the sort will change, but all of the characters will undoubtedly find peace via sharing and making amends for their hardships. Last word. This isn't your typical superhero show about time travel, The Way Home. It uses this genre to depict the shattered relationships and unsaved situations of families, rather than traveling back in time and experiencing a different era, period, or epoch. Naturally, I've had the idea of going back in time to make amends with a friend in order to keep them in my life, and that is precisely the message the series aims to convey. In episode 8, the couples equally experienced both extremes, making it both tragic and frivolous. Once more, though, the episode makes clear that not everything can be fixed or altered to your liking. Therefore, it is up to the audience to speculate as to what might or might not happen next. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.